proud principal of Link Elementary School. Welcome to the principal's office. I think it may be typical for parents to compare their schooling experience to their child's. Maybe you've uttered the phrase, well, that's not how I learned it when I was in school, or I don't remember learning that way. I actually had the distinct pleasure of attending District 54 as a child, and I had a fantastic experience. It's wonderful to work in the same district that you went to, as it gives you the perspective from both sides as a student and an educator. And I can clearly see some elements that have changed since I was a student. The truth is that education evolves, it has to evolve. Because our focus is to prepare all students for college and a career. As careers change and grow, so must education. We are essentially preparing our students for careers that may not even exist today. Case in point, here are 5 high paying emerging careers that did not exist 10 years ago: data scientist, mobile applications developer, information security analyst, digital strategist, green building and retrofit architect. Well, each of these careers is created out of the needs and advances of society, and education should, of course, follow suit. One area that I would like to highlight today is our math instruction. Let me give you a quick overview of the structure of our math lessons and then give you an insight as to how it is taught. We use the math curriculum called Go Math. Our math instruction lasts for 90 minutes every day, which is broken into 2 segments: the initial math instruction for 60 minutes and what we call our math acceleration for 30 more minutes. Okay, so our 60-minute initial math lesson starts with what we call numeracy development. So for the first 5 or 10 minutes, we challenge students to think about strategies, properties, skills that apply to the math unit. They then are responsible for sharing their thinking and learning from other students about their strategies. The next part of the lesson is what we call shared math. So during these 20 minutes, the teacher models the strategy and skill of the day, walks students through several problems, and observes how each child is doing. Directly following that shared math portion, students enter into a time of what we call guided math. A guided math is the time when the teacher pulls a small group of students to reteach the lesson to the students that need more support, or provide an enrichment to those students who have already mastered the skill. While the teacher is working with the small group of students, the rest of the class is working on a variety of math activities, such as completing journal pages, working on a math website, collaborating with a partner on a math task, or playing a math game. Typically, the teacher will meet with 2 groups during guided math for approximately 15 minutes each. So if you add up the total minutes, that's about 5 to 10 for numeracy development, 20 for that shared math lesson, and about 30 for the guided math, thus bringing us to the end of a 60-minute math lesson. But in addition to our initial math lesson, we provide an additional block of 30 minutes for what we call math acceleration. So math acceleration is the time when the entire grade level regroups students based on their understanding of the concept and then provides additional math practice through either reteaching those skills or enriching based on some new application. So some of the students work in small groups at this time so they can receive extra support on the current skill, or maybe they need some extra practice with some of the basic math skills like addition and multiplication facts. Some students spend this math acceleration time working in groups related to a math challenge or perhaps a real world math application. So besides all of our classroom teachers breaking their classes into small groups, we also use this time for our special education teachers, bilingual teachers, our literacy coach, and even our gifted teacher to meet with students as well, thus making the groups even smaller. So together with initial math and math acceleration, we spend 90 minutes a day with focused math lessons, which of course do not include any of the math related topics that we read about in literacy or practice in science as well. With that structure, we're able to provide meaningful learning for students that challenges them to become mathematicians. Just so you know, we utilize the Common Core math practices to shape our lessons. So not only is the structure good for students, but how we teach it is critical to getting the mathematicians that we desire. So there are 8 characteristics or 8 mathematical practices that we strive to install in all of our students. Here they are. Number 1, to make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. Number 2, to reason abstractly and quantitatively. Number 3, to construct viable arguments and critique the reasoning of others. Number 4, to model with mathematics. Number 5, to use appropriate tools strategically. Number 6, to attend to precision. Number 7, to look for and make use of structure. And number 8, to look for and express regularity in repeated reasoning. With all that complex math language, certainly number 1 says a lot about what we're trying to do for students to make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. And our aim is to develop these habits in our students while of course acquiring the essential math concepts. You know, when I think back to my younger days as a student, I recall spending a lot of time trying to find and report the correct answer. A lot more time trying to do that than trying to find multiple strategies to solve a problem and clearly communicating those strategies to my teacher and peers. So this is the real essence of our math instruction because we know that it will help students become critical thinkers and problem solvers, which are the key ingredients to success no matter which college or career students enter, even if it doesn't yet exist. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great day.